some of the cast surprising the fans there, and one of the cast members that surprised fans is with me right now. I'm so excited for this. I know the fans are excited. Mackenzie Foy. Mackenzie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for stopping by. This is big. I mean, I spoke to you on the carpet for the last Twilight film, but like, you know, this is the film where you really get to like shine, and this is, I mean, we've been talking to like some of the biggest fans out there about like what they're looking forward to in the film. No pressure, but you're high on the list, if not the top of the list.
Cool.
So do you feel like, what do you feel right now? Like excitement, like?
Well, I'm kind of having like a mixture of excitement and happiness.
So, well, tell me this. Okay, so how did you get the part? Like, did you know what you were auditioning for? What did they tell you kind of going into like reading for the part?
Well, they told me, you're going to audition for Renesmee Cullen. And I knew what the books were, and I knew that Renesmee was Bella and Edward's daughter.
Right.
And it was just a really cool audition. I liked it.
So had you, I mean, because I don't know, wait, how old were you then? Probably 9 or 8 or something?
I was like, I think 9.5.
So I'm guessing you hadn't seen the Twilight films.
Well, I've seen the first and the second one.
Now you've seen the first and the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, I saw them back then too.
Oh, you saw it back then too? Okay, so you knew like this was a big deal.
I did.
So, do you remember like what the audition was like and what they had you do?
Well, I did I think 3 scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, all right, good job, Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left, and I went in the car, and I was like, okay, I think I did good.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Can you usually tell, like, okay, they seem to like me. I think it was good.
I mean, sometimes you can tell, like, sometimes they'll be like, hey, you did a really good job. And other times they'll be like, good job, kid.
See you next time. So how soon did you find out that you got it?
Well, I actually found out I got it. I was in Hawaii filming Hawaii Five-0. So I was in my hotel room. I just literally got done with school, and I got a phone call. And I was like, they told me, Pansy, you got Renesmee. You're in Twilight. And I was like, what? What did you say? And they're like, you got Twilight. And I was like, oh, my first movie. Oh my gosh. And I was just I was like freaking out, and I wanted to like scream, and I couldn't. I was in a hotel.
You could have screamed. You're entitled. That's a big moment. You should, if you want to scream right now, you can.
No,
That's okay.
no.
Just keeping it cool. We're live. So we've been asking for tweets. A lot of people are excited that I'm talking to you, so they sent some questions. So can we take a couple
Sure.
questions? All right, let's go to a question. Here we go. Twilight or Heart. Mackenzie, what's your favorite part about Breaking Dawn Part 2? Is there like a favorite scene or aspect of the film that?
Well, all the scenes were amazing. They were fantastic to film. I did like riding on Jacob Wolf. That was a fun scene to film.
Mm-hmm. So give me like your first impressions when you met. You obviously spent a lot of time with Rob, Kristen, and Taylor. Were they? I mean, let's start with Rob and Kristen. I mean, did they kind of treat you like, you know, were they big brother and big sister to you, or did they act kind of parental around you because they had to, or they're supposed to in the film?
Well, you're my friends. They're really, really sweet. They weren't so much as like brother sister.
Mm-hmm.
They're more as they're super sweet friends, and it's like the friend that you tell everything to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that kind of friend.
Right. And we've talked about this before, and I've talked about this with them. So tell me about the swear jar. Let's just talk about it, because you made some money, right? Or you went to charity, right? You sent it to charity?
Yeah, I donated it all to St. Jude's.
That's very nice. So how big was that jar at the end? How much money was it?
It was quick. It was a bit.
So who was the biggest perpetrator? Who messed up the most, do you think?
Well,
You can say.
everybody said everybody cussed a little bit, but I'm not gonna say who said the most because I don't want anybody's mommy to hear. Because I know if me or my brother says something, then we get in trouble.
Right. So you're saying it was Robert Pattinson, and you don't want his mom to get upset, right?
No.
I'm trying to get you into trouble now. So how would you describe? Because I'm sure friends of yours have asked, like, what's Rob and Kristen like, and all that kind of thing. What do you say when people ask you what they're like?
I just tell them that they're sweetest, nicest people. I mean, like, they're super sweet. They're always kind, and they will never be in a bad mood.
That's a good description of two very nice people.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about this. So, okay, so this is it's a hard role for anybody, let alone a young girl like yourself. What did the director, Bill Condon, like, what kind of advice did he give you in terms of, like, how you should be playing these scenes? Because it's a complicated kind of a young girl.
Well, this role is really different from any of the other roles because some of the stuff that Renesmee has to do, it's digitalized.
Right.
Because I'm supposed to be from infant to teenager
Right.
and adult. So some of it, I would have to sit in this chair surrounded by lights and cameras, and I'd have like this little stand that I'd rest my head on, and I can't move my head an inch, not even a centimeter.
Wow.
But I have to do the emotions, and I have to do the lines. So it's basically, there's body doubles,
Right.
and they do like the movements and stuff for the movie, and then I would later do the voice and the facial stuff.
Yeah, and they would all kind of blend it together.
Yeah, they would like blend it together, like morph it kind of.
Wow.
And then some of it, I got to do like it was my age range, so I got to do all that, and I would do like regular acting.
That's That's like acting like in a dentist chair, like you're getting like surgery on you, like, and then you have to do all like that. That's. Did you know what you were getting into? Like when you got the role, did you know that it was going to be like that kind of craziness?
I did not know that it was going to be like full like cool like digital movie magic stuff.
Right.
But I did know that I will have to do a little bit of digital stuff.
Right.
But I didn't think it would be like that impressive.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is kind of cool.
So have you seen like the finished kind of product of what you look like, all put together?
I haven't seen it, but I'm actually really excited to see it.
So are you actually gonna see the film? Or are your parents cool with you seeing the film?
I think that I might be able to watch it.
Okay. I think you can handle it. I mean, you're mature. It's fine. Let's go to another tweet from Mackenzie. So from Mackenzie, how was imprinting explained to you, if at all? P.S. Can you explain it to us? Because it's kind of a weird, complicated thing. But so yeah, what was your understanding of imprinting?
Well, Renesmee, she is a very, very shy little girl. And the way she can like communicate with somebody is she'll put her hand up to somebody's cheek.
Right.
And she uses her power to send like pictures or messages to that person. Show them, like, she can show them like the past, like, show them what's happened in her life.
Right.
Or like, if she's in a conversation and she didn't quite get something, she'll touch their face and play back the conversation and kind of like say, "I didn't get that. Can you repeat it, please?"
There we go. So tell me this. So right after this, you're going to do, I think, some press, and then it's the big event in Hall H, which you've heard about probably, like what these things are like. It's big.
I have. I've seen like some kind of panel thing.
Right.
And it was crazy. I was like, like it was before Twilight, and I was like, oh, it'd be fun to do that one day. And then here I am, and I'm about to do it. So I'm like,
you might want to have like earplugs, or just because it's going to get loud in there.
Yeah.
You're going to have a headache in the best possible way. Before I let you go, Mackenzie, you are, by the way, you are literally my first interview of Comic-Con. This is exciting. This is a good way to start. So thank you for stopping by. Before you go, I'm asking everybody that stops by here a series of questions to kind of determine their credibility as like a geek, because Comic-Con's all about geeks in the best possible way. And this is cruel because you're a young girl. I don't want to. I don't know the answers to some of these too, so don't worry if you get them wrong. But I just want to see what you know about, the geek world. Yeah. Okay? So don't worry about it.
Cool stuff.
I don't know if you've seen Avengers, Mackenzie.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it.
Okay, so here we go. So what are the Avengers eating at the end of the film?
They're eating at that restaurant that Iron Man mentioned. I don't remember what the restaurant was, but I remember them eating it, and they're just like all beat up, and they're just like eating.
It's good shawarma, but you got most of it. That's great. Can you name all 3 of the Hunger Games books?
Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay.
Nice. This one is very appropriate, and I came up with this question before I knew I was going to talk to you. What is the name of Edward and Bella's child?
Renesmee.
Hold on. Can you spell Renesmee?
I'm not sure.
Pass. She gets to play Renesmee. She doesn't have to spell it. It doesn't matter. And last 2 for you. Name Peter Dinklage's character in Game of Thrones.
I have never seen that.
I didn't know that one either. It's okay. It's okay. And finally, have you seen the Batman movies? A little bit? No? Okay. I was going to ask you to do a Batman impression, but I'll do it. I'm Batman. That's all you would have had to do. Don't worry about it. Mackenzie Foy, thank you so much for stopping by. As we go, as I say goodbye to you, we're going to take a look at kind of Twilight throughout the years here at Comic-Con, because the franchise has been coming here for years. So let's take a look back at the last 2 years, Comic-Con, Twilight, Mackenzie Foy. See you next time, Mackenzie.
Hey, see ya.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.